Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Ink Shaming. For those of you who don't know, Ink Shaming is a Facebook page with 519,000 followers dedicated to all bad tattoos. So today, we're going to take tattoos from Ink Shaming and we're going to react to them. Let's get into it. Okay, we've got a portrait of Art the Clown. Art the Clown in 2024 is like the Joker in 2021, 2022. When the Joker first came out, every man and their dog jumped in and got a tattoo of the Joker. And fast forward, after the second film just came out, you know, people are probably regretting that a little bit. But anyway, let's focus on the tattoo. I mean, is it the worst I've seen? No. Is it the best? No. Is the tattoo good? No. I think it's something to do with the nose, right? Like I said, it's not the worst, but it's not good either. Portrait and realism work is a very tricky style to get right, and I think if you don't choose the right artist, you can end up with something that looks nothing like the actual portrait. You really want to make sure you do your homework and find an artist who does specialize in that, because with a portrait it's very, very difficult. Unless you can get the eyes and the mouth and all of the features right, you can end up with something that looks something like this. And again, like I said, I don't think this is by far the worst, but it's also not good. Anyway, we're not going to spend too much time on this. It's not the worst, it's not the best. Let's carry on. Something different from IG Doggo Doing Things. That's their Instagram page. Good batting. Yeah, so this is a prime example of bad tattoos that are good. Yeah, so I think this is intentional, personally. I think they look quite funny in a weird and creative kind of way. I think that was the intention, actually, for them to look that way. Now, will these tattoos last? No, obviously they're not gonna last, and this is the main thing that I kind of take an issue with when it comes to these tattoos. Like, they're not done, like especially this one, for example, with the eyes. I don't think this is a tattoo that was designed to last, and that can be an issue because, guys, you've got to remember, you only have one skin and one chance with it. Yes, you can go and undergo removal and things like that, but that can take up to 20 sessions, and then you're still going to see the tattoo underneath. And I just kind of wish that people will be a little bit more cautious and a little bit more selective of what they do with their skin. But then again, I don't want to sound as a gatekeeper. I mean, that's everyone's favorite word, isn't it? A gatekeeper. Because it doesn't really make a difference to me, right? But I do kind of feel for some of those people that potentially don't know some of these things. Like, because of the size that these are and the way they're done, they will definitely fade with time, and the person is going to have to cover that up. Unless they obviously don't care about it. But yeah, cringe alert. Every saint has a past. Every sinner has a future. If you follow my content, you know I hate scripture tattoos. But this isn't actually the worst I've seen. Okay, the font, pretty bold. Again, it could be a little bit bigger. I do think that some of these E's and I's aren't going to age very well. I think as the ink spreads, it's not going to leave enough room and they will merge together and it's still going to end up looking like shit. However, it's a lot better than some of those finer fonts that you see a lot of the time, that italic or whatever they're called, which just end up looking like straight up garbage. Especially when it comes to something like a forearm. I mean, the forearm isn't the worst area for that, but still, I just hate scripture tattoos. But yeah, just a cringy tattoo. Let's move on. Oh, wow. Natural light. No filter. Fuck me, maybe you should have put one on there. Jesus. The wings are mine, and I had reworked the name. For the love of God, someone please tell me what this name says, because I've been trying to work it out for the past 5 minutes, and it's driving me absolutely crazy. Is it Monique, Moeni, something like that? I can't really quite tell. This was a fun, trusted challenge on a good friend. Thank you. Yeah, you did your friend dirty there, bro. I mean, when it comes to color on different types of skin, you have to factor that in. These types of red or green, if I'm seeing correctly, is not the right type for this guy's skin color. It's obvious that this isn't going to look great. And I think no matter how it's done, even if the tattoo was done great, these colors just don't really sit well on that type of skin. And it's just the truth, right? Someone like myself, my skin is type of olivey, type darker skin, if you will, and would not take on that well to certain colors, for example, which is why my work is all black and gray, right? So if you factor that in, if you've got a very pale person, for the lack of a better word, you know, someone like a Scandinavian type person, well, they're going to respond, or their ink is going to be a lot better and a lot more vibrant if they had color work than someone like myself, and that is just a fact. Okay, so, but yeah, it is a terrible tattoo. I'm trying to look through the comments to see what it says. Someone says Moe Pain. Like, yeah, I don't know. If you can work out what this says, do let me know.
This shit is literally peeling off.
Ooh, would they tattoo that with a plastic fork? I'm not shocked that it's fallen off, but you're kind of lucky that it is, though, because it's going to be an easy cover-up and a lot of money for the person who does it.
Probably a good job that it's coming off, because this isn't a tattoo worth keeping, my friend. Peace of mind is priceless. You know what isn't priceless? The money it'll cost you to cover this up or get it lasered, because that is going to turn into a shit mess within about a year. Wow. Holy shit, bro. Probably the worst I've seen. Usually I'm like, sure, it's their body, whatever, if they get a tattoo gun off Amazon, but this, yikes. Yeah, it just looks like an awful injury. Let's see what the comment says. I always love reading the comments. Machine, you mean a tattoo machine. A gun is a machine that shoots projectiles out with an explosive force used for a protection or hunting. So this is funny because in the UK, I'm going to assume this guy's probably from the UK or anywhere outside of America. Tattoo artists in the UK hate calling a tattoo machine a gun. So whenever someone calls a tattoo machine a gun, they just absolutely flip. I don't know what the whole beef is, but yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that deep, but it is the fact. The whole picture disgusts me. Yeah, I mean, bro, come on. That, like the guy said, you know, yes, it is your skin, I guess, and, you know, to each their own and all that, but, oh, no, bro, this is just awful. How do you know that's not a kid's drawing and sentimental? Yeah, see, this is an argument that a lot of people will give. Whenever you see a horribly, terribly done tattoo, people will go, well, maybe it was a picture that their kid drew. No, it doesn't look that way to me. It just looks exactly what this person said. It just looks like they just picked up a tattoo machine off Amazon for $50 and just attempted to do it themselves because they didn't want to pay the money to get it tattooed. And now they're going to have to pay up twice or triple, or, well, I guess a lot more than they did for the tattoo machine and all the equipment in order to get this covered up or lasered. And not to mention as well, when you go ahead and do that, you're risking an infection and you're just risking just so much stuff. Just pay a professional. If you are going to get your car serviced or take it to a mechanic, unless you are really versed into mechanics of the car, you're likely not going to attempt to fix that yourself. And this probably isn't even the best analogy because a car is slightly different. With the skin, like, you literally get one chance, one opportunity with it. Yes, you can laser it, you can cover it up, but really the tattooing is one of these things you want to get it right first time. And let's say even if we take the argument of it's a children's drawing, you still want it done well, don't you? I just think this person went ahead and got this done on their own, or maybe got it by, you know, some type of scratcher in their kitchen, and this is the end result. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1 of Ink Shaming. I will be back for episode 2. So yeah, we're going to end the video here. Please follow, like, subscribe, all of that stuff. It really does help the channel out. I don't tend to push these on Instagram and TikTok, which is where majority of my audience is at. I kind of want to grow this off of YouTube organically. So yeah, hope you're enjoying the content. And with that said, I'll catch you in the next video.